route that I shall be taking, starting in Passau, which is in Germany, on the German-Austrian border. First day will take me to a place called Obermühl. Second day I'll be heading over to Linz, then on to a place called Grain on the third day, Grain or Grein, not sure how to do that, pronounce that, sorry. Mitterronsdorf will be end of day 4. End of day 5 will see me in Dresmauer. And then the final day, day 6, I will end up in Vienna. So it's all looking pretty straightforward. By the way, this map is brought to you by this company up here, OO Touristic. Not sure how they pronounce that, but they are the company that provided the all the information that this holiday, this cycling holiday, comes with. So it's very, very in depth, I've got to say. The days, the hotels are staying at. So yeah, it should be, you got nothing to worry about apart from the actual cycle itself, which is good. The luggage is transferred for you. All you've got to do is worry about the cycling on a day-to-day basis. The weather's looking pretty good for that week. Towards the end, I think it's going to turn a little bit rainy. But apart from that, looking forward to it. There's only one section I'm slightly concerned about, and if I can just zoom in on here. The first day, as you see, we're coming along the river here from Passau, going to this place Obermühl. Now, the route, the track seems to go inland at this point, and then start going uphill. You can see from these contour lines here that it's actually pretty steep as well. You know, I don't know if you understand contour lines, but the closer a contour line is together, the steeper it is. So you can see from there, it starts off where the river level is about 300 meters. You can see 300 meters there. So, and it goes up to there, which is 500 meters, and you're still going up. I think eventually it goes up to, let me have a look, I think it's around 600 meters, this top bit up here. That's 550, and then we've got 600 meters there, 600 meters. It flattens out a little bit there, you can see, but that's after you've gone up 300 meters in height, we're talking about, not length. So yeah, I'm a bit concerned about this part. I'm not sure why they've done that, but you do then end up coming down a quite steep down to where the river, it joins the river, and then you've got Obermühl here, which is the first stopover point. The next morning it's up early. I will be up early anyway. Getting a ferry over to the other side of the river and then carry on. The only thing that I'm a bit disappointed with by taking this route is that here, this is the Schlurgener Schling, which is, whenever you see a picture of the Danube, which is taken from a viewing point, pretty certain it's probably come from this point here. This is a very famous shot of the river Danube, but by taking that route here, I'm not going to be seeing this. I'm going to be cutting this out, which is a bit disappointing, I've got to say, because then the route carries on this way. So anyway, that's the route I'm going to take. I'm really looking forward to it. So next stop is Passau. I hope you enjoy. Well, finally got going. I'm about 10 k's out of Passau. It was a bit difficult getting out of Passau because there's 3 rivers that all run into Passau. My sat nav's not working. I didn't think I'd need it too much because it's pretty much just following the river. Fortunately, I think I followed the 3 rivers coming out of Passau. I crossed them all before I finally got to the right one. But now I'm en route, on the way. So, when I planned to do the River Danube in the summer, I thought it'd be a lovely ride along long, flat river side views, and it'd be gorgeous, and the sun would be shining. Well, it started out like that this morning for the first couple of hours. Nice, long, flat, beautiful views. Unfortunately, I just hit the bit, for some reason, whoever did the route planning for this particular ride thinks it's a good idea to, instead of carry along the river, to take a sharp left and then start going up over the top of a hill. Now, that may cut a few miles off the route, granted, but it's hard work. It's hard work getting up that hill. And to top it all, it looks like we've just come into a start of a thunderstorm. Thunder and lightning in the background, starting to rain. Not too heavily at the moment, but yeah, it's threatening. Dark clouds, quite a lot of thunder, a bit of rain. Hopefully it'll pass. Whew. Well, the good thing is, once I do start going down the other side, it should be fairly quick on the other side. So here goes. Don't know if you can hear that. Bit of thunder in the background. Just when I thought it was starting to lighten up, it's starting to get quite dark again. This is the beast. Now I'm trying to cycle up this hill. It's a typical touring bike. It's even got a luggage rack on it, a luggage label on it. It's hard work. It's heavy. I'm sure it's quite robust, but it's hard work getting up this hill. I wish I brought my own bike actually. I'd love to do this on my own bike. Maybe the next section, when I get around to doing it, I'll probably do it on my own bike. So, over there now, I've got to keep going up and up and up and up that hill. I'm just going to crack on. If I get soaking wet, I get soaking wet. I'm soaking wet with sweat anyway, so what difference is it going to make? Well, I've been going uphill now for about 40 minutes. I was cycling or getting off and pushing when my heart rate gets a bit too high. Heart's going like Billy-O at the moment, so I just got off. Hopefully, looking at the map, once I get around this corner, I'm hoping it's all downhill. If it's not downhill, then it's going to be even more uphill. But at some stage, you've got to start going down. I'm nearly at the top of the mountain. Surely. I wasn't expecting this, but there's a couple just cruised past me on a couple of electric bikes, just making it look so easy, because it is when you got an electric bike. But hopefully I'll feel the benefit of not having had an electric bike by the end of the week, if I'm still alive. Well, on the way down now, finally. Even this is hard work because it's so steep and turny, and it's wet now, very wet underneath. So, but yeah, I suppose there is a plus side to coming up here. Get a great view of the bend on the river there. Shouldn't have too long to go now. Looking forward to where I'm stopping tonight. It's a fish restaurant. And an orchard where they do cider as well. So I'm looking forward to some Austrian cider tonight. Bring it on. So that's the place I'm staying in tonight. I can think of worse locations to spend the night in. Yeah, it's gorgeous. Weather's not been too great today, but it's not been too bad. Could have been worse. Good day, hard day, first day. It was much harder coming over that hill than it would have been to stay on the river. I'm not sure why the organisers directed us around there, but there you go. So just want to say what a great place to stay this has. This guest house on the river, which I kind of pointed out last night when I arrived. I had no idea how good it was going to be. The homemade cider, fantastic. Homemade wine, brilliant. Food, excellent. I had catfish for the first time in my life. It was really tasty. But yeah, this hotel, guest house on the River Danube. If the rest of the accommodation is even half as good as this, I'll be delighted. I've stayed in many places on my travels, and this is as good as it gets, I think. Fantastic location, just on the river. Great food, great wine, great cider. Fantastic. I will definitely be back here again sometime in the future. So, on to day 2. Cheers, see ya. So, ferry's on its way. I'm just going to ring the bell anyway. Apparently you ring the bell and the ferry will come over, but it looks like it's coming anyway. But I've been waiting to do this all night. Morgen. Well, I'm only 15 minutes into day 2, and yet again I find myself going up and up. I managed to stay on the bike for 10 minutes going uphill. It's the heat already, it's killing, and this is only 10 o'clock in the morning. God blimey, if the rest of the day's going on like this, it's going to be hard work. Whoever told you cycling along the River Danube is easy and flat? They're telling lies. Hill after hill. This is the famous Danube loop. Very busy now, it's a Sunday, loads of people out. Well, after that mistake I made this morning going up the hill and then having to bomb down, come back to only a few kilometres away from where I started, it's now been a really pleasant ride. The only thing is it's Sunday, so there's loads and loads of cyclists out, loads of them. So yeah, can't blame them really, can you? If you live nearby, why wouldn't you be doing this on a Sunday? I'd do it every day.